Okay, folks. Right now we're outside of Monster Lair Comics in Lubbock, Texas. Let's go inside and check this place out. Oh, that's cool. Those old school Walking Dead figures. Really like this G.I. Joe board game. There's also Friday the 13th. Some Star Wars up here. Blizzard. That's pretty awesome. Electro.
Look at what I see.
Maleficent. I'd buy this if I hadn't already had it. Street Fighter. That's pretty awesome. Which one? Alright, my friends, well, that was Monster Lair Comics in Lubbock, Texas. Very cool little store. If you're ever in the area of Lubbock and you like collecting things like this, such as myself, or if you're into comic books, they have a ton of comic books, they got a ton of figures, ton of pops, all kinds of fun stuff. I really enjoyed that store a lot, got to meet some great people, and I had a really good experience. It's a very, very neat store. I would highly recommend it if you're ever in the area. Monster Lair Comics, Lubbock, Texas. But anyways, just want to go ahead and show off the haul real quick, a couple things. And then plus, I also wanted to show off a few things that I picked up at Texas Frightmare from Dallas, Texas. I did shoot a video in that area. We got to meet a ton of great people. We got to see like Robert Englund, Sam Raimi, Nick Castle, just a ton of. It was a blast. I'll leave a link in the description for that video if you'd like to see that. I shot that earlier. I believe it was the end of last month. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive right into this haul and let's check out what I picked up from Monster Lair and from Dallas, Texas. But first up here we have this is from the Smuggler's Bounty. Actually, this is very cool. I've had a hard time finding this pop, and I'm glad I found it, man. This is C-3PO from Smuggler's Bounty. That's an exclusive subscription box that Funko sends out, I believe, once every 2 months. I haven't signed up for that. I did sign up for the Marvel one, and I ended up canceling it probably within my first box. I was pretty disappointed with it. We got the Guardians of the Galaxy box, and they sent me a scarf and like a salt and pepper set, which I really don't care for. I'd rather just have like some exclusive pops, and I didn't really get that. But yeah, so I went ahead and canceled after that. But the Smuggler's Bounty was kind of cool. They did have this one in one of their boxes that is C-3PO. I believe this is from the Phantom Menace, when he was before the Anakin was in the process of building him, and he was just nothing but wires and bolts and metal and stuff, basically scrap. But yeah, very cool. I'm not going to defend the Phantom Menace. I think it's a pretty bad movie. I do, however, like this pop. I think this is super cool, and so very happy to add this to my collection. Love Star Wars, and so yeah, like I say again, I'm not a huge fan of Phantom Menace, but I do like that pop, and I do love the original Star Wars trilogy, the New Hope and Empire Strikes Back and stuff like that. But yeah, so grab that. Wasn't too much actually for this. I was thinking it was gonna be like maybe $30, but they only wanted 10, and plus I got 30% off, knocked off the circuit price. So yeah, even better. C-3PO Funko Pop, got that. Next up, I've been collecting these figures for years. I've been on the lookout for this guy, and now that I finally own him in the collection, very happy. And he's in fairly good condition. I picked this one up for $30. That is the Jason Voorhees Movie Maniacs from the McFarlane series, when McFarlane first launched this wave of figures, and I desperately miss McFarlane doing stuff like this, because he used to be the man when it came to doing things like this, until NECA kind of took over and started doing Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff. But yeah, I haven't had this one in the collection, so this is a first for getting it. It was $30, but they knocked off 30%. So yeah, got Mr. Jason Voorhees here. Super cool. It's a carded figure. The card's a little warped, but I'm still gonna keep him in the package. I really like these old school packages. Just brings me back to when I was in middle school collecting these things, and so yeah, miss McFarlane doing this, man. Wish he would make a resurgence. And so after that, let's go ahead and dive into the Texas Frightmare haul. I didn't show this off. I showed off one thing in the video, but the rest I haven't showed off yet. I picked up Godzilla. This is the NECA Godzilla from the NES. When they were doing the NES line of figures and stuff, they were doing, of course, Godzilla. They had Gremlins, Friday the 13th. They even did like Contra figures, and I believe they were going to do a Castlevania figure from the original NES video games. And so this Godzilla is actually painted up in his 8-bit in his 8-bit form. It's just super cool. I think this is fantastic, very awesome toy. I actually really kind of enjoyed this game when I was a kid, and I used to play this all the time, and to have it now as a toy, I never thought that would ever happen. But yeah, I got Godzilla here as an 8-bit toy, so blows my mind, man. Very cool. Yeah, I picked that up from Texas Frightmare. It was like 20 or 30 or something like that. And then I brought this one in myself. This is another Movie Maniac. I believe this was actually one of the first Michael Myers figures to ever, see or to ever get a license and be put out on shelves. And so that, of course, was from Todd McFarlane himself. This is the Movie Maniacs Michael Myers. I've had this thing, though. The reason why I'm showing it off is because I brought it in and Nick Castle signed it for me. The original OG shape from the first Halloween film. Very cool. He was a super cool guy, man. But yeah, love this thing. I don't know, I gotta take better care of it because the card is getting warped. So I'm probably gonna end up putting this in a shadow box or something, and hopefully that'll give it a little protection. But yeah, Nick Castle, Michael Myers, shape, McFarlane, can't go wrong there. Okay. Next up, this one just blew my mind when I came across it, and they actually had a couple more figures, but I could only afford one at the time because they're pretty high up there. But this is from John Carpenter's classic Big Trouble in Little China. Who is this guy? This is Lightning, and so yeah, I picked up Lightning. This is actually a super rare toy. It's very hard to find. You can find it on eBay for going for over $100 with the other set, Jack Burton, and they have the Chinese Wild Man, Egg Shin, Lopan, and a Wang Chi as well. So there is more figures to collect from this line. I would definitely love to collect this whole line if I could ever find them. That would just be insane. But yeah, very cool to add this guy to the collection. I just couldn't believe it when I found it. I actually started shaking when I saw this because I've been eyeing this thing on eBay for the longest time. And so here I have it in my possession. So super happy. But yeah, let's do a little quick recap. We got Lightning, Big Trouble in Little China, Movie Maniacs, Michael Myers, NECA's 8-bit Godzilla figure, Movie Maniacs, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. Love this thing. And last but not least, Smuggler's Bounty, C-3PO. Very cool. But yeah, guys, if you're ever in the area of Lubbock, Texas, and you love collecting these things such as myself, make sure to go check out Monsters Lair Comics. Super awesome group of guys. They knocked off 30% off my whole purchase, which dropped it a pretty good amount. And so I was very satisfied with the whole transaction overall and just the overall experience. It was very pleasant and just a very fun store to be in. And so, but yeah, guys, that's it for this haul today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will talk to you guys very soon.